Dario Saric from Croatia. The 6'10 power forward was the 12th overall pick in the 2014 NBA draft. He has yet to come over to the NBA, and 76ers fans are hoping he'll come over in the 2016-2017 NBA season. Most of you don't know too much about him, so using relevant stats and information and watching him at Eurobasket this summer, I now have a good understanding of what type of player he is, his play style, and how he'll fit in the NBA. Let's get to it. Let's start with his post game, which is just okay, and here he tries to go to the lefty hook, though he can't quite finish. Same exact move, though here he does get it to go, though I'm not sure how efficient this shot is. Here he catches it in the post and tries to face up, though he travels. I love this. Matched up against a smaller player, he uses his power and size advantage to go right into him and draw a foul. Though this time trying to do the same thing, he plows right into the defender for an obvious charge call. The next two times he tries to go baseline on a move but ends up getting stuck and turns it over twice. I'm not sure if his post game can be effective against NBA forwards, but on a switch maybe against smaller guards it can be, as he can use his size advantage and power to get good looks inside. His attacking and scoring from the perimeter was a bit better. In these first two clips you see him settle for long jumpers instead of attacking the basket, though here he does hit a nice step back. Nice job here as he sells the crossover and goes right to the basket and finishes. Saric is an excellent passer, so if he can get to the basket, that would also allow him to show off his passing ability, and here he drives and dumps it off to the center for the assist. You can see how in EuroLeague he averaged almost 4 assists per 40 minutes as a forward, which is excellent. He is turnover prone though, and here he fails to make the simple pass as he throws it into the backcourt. Unfortunately in Eurobasket, Saric wasn't used much in the pick and roll, but here he nicely picks and pops for a 3 and hits it. In EuroLeague last season, he only shot 30% from beyond the arc, though here spotting up, he nicely hits a corner 3. Even though he's not the best athlete, he thrived most on offense in transition, and here he grabs the rebound and goes coast to coast drawing a foul. Leading the break again, this time he executes a nice Euro step and finishes. And an absolutely gorgeous pass this time on the fast break. This time running the sideline, he makes the smart and simple touch pass to a teammate. Though here as the trailer he has some trouble with his footwork trying to finish. And his finishing ability may be a problem in the NBA because he's not particularly explosive and he doesn't have the long arms or incredible touch to make up for it. Let's move on to rebounding, where Saric is extremely aggressive on the boards. He averaged a solid 10 rebounds per 40 minutes in EuroLeague last season, and here you see he just grabs it out of the pack. Again, watch him fly in to secure the board. And here on the offensive glass, he executes a beautiful spin move to grab the board and get the putback. But because of his lack of explosiveness and pedestrian 6'10 wingspan, there are simply some boards he just can't get, and that prevents him from being a truly impact rebounder, though because of his activity, he's a solid one. Now, let's move on to defense, where he is a superb team defender, always on point with his rotations, and here he promptly steps up, forcing the pass out. Saric is very active and alert, and here he rotates over to try to block the shot. Watch here how he'll expertly rotate, but because of his modest physical tools, a guard can still shoot over him and score. Again, great rotation against the pick and roll, but the center can still finish over him. This was interesting. Giannis from the Bucks was matched up against Saric on this drive, though it was painfully obvious Saric never stood a chance. But his timely rotations are still valuable. He can contest shots, he's fairly strong, and there you see nice verticality, and here against the pick and roll he rotates and blocks a center. He makes plays that won't show up in the box score. Here he helps the helper, dropping low to take away the dump off pass, and the opposing guard turns it over. Though of course he's not perfect, and here he's a bit late rotating, allowing a score. And here defending the perimeter, he falls asleep a bit, allowing an open 3. While he's a good team defender, Saric can struggle one-on-one at times, and here defending inside, he's not long enough to contest a shot. But just a tremendous job here of denying the post, not allowing the ball to go inside. He completely takes it away using excellent technique, and the center never gets the ball on this possession. His perimeter defense wasn't tested too much in the games I saw, but here he does a nice job of staying in front of his man. He doesn't have great lateral quickness, which could cause him trouble in the NBA. Here he falls for a fake, allowing a drive which results in a foul. So this is my take on Saric. If he stays at 30% three-point shooter, I just see him as a decent role player. He's not a great scorer, and if he can't add the pick and pop element, then I don't see how he has too much value. But if he becomes a 35-37% three-point shooter in the NBA, I see him as a valuable starter because he has flexibility as a pick-and-pop 4 who can also pass really well, and he's not a liability on defense, so he'd be a valuable player. Either way, I don't think he has star potential, but he could be a nice starting 4 next to Okafor, Embiid, or Noel. Well, thanks for watching and see you next time.